Hi guys, welcome to another podcast for Law CT 3 years examination 2021. Today we have Atharva Mohkar from Maharashtra, Akola district, and he scored 121 marks out of 150, and All India rank is nothing but 91, right? Yeh rank
Yes,
hai 91.
yes. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, and first of all, congratulations Atharva for 121.
Thank you.
So 121 का स्कोर आने के बाद what is the feeling and कौन सा कॉलेज मिलेगा क्या लगता है?
It's great. It's really great. I mean, you expect something great. You expect GLC or ILS when you give this exam, and making sure that you might get it. It's a great feeling. It's a really great.
Okay. First start with your academic background. Tell us about your academic background.
So
10,
my
12th
10th, and
graduation and science, commerce, arts.
I've done my education till graduation in Akola only. I have done my 10th from Nishu Nursery and Kothari Convent. Then I went on to do my graduation from RLT College of Science. So I'm from a science background. I did my BSc in microbiology, and
Okay.
then I transferred myself to from science to legal and decided to go for law in my final year.
Okay.
Yes.
So all of sudden science से सीधा law में how these changes happen?
So I was searching for avenues. I was not at all good at science. Science was not my thing, and I understood this when I entered my college. So my friends and they saw a few things in me. They said ki you're good at arguing, you're good at speaking. So they said ki okay, you try your hand in law, you try your hand in legal, and then I gave the exams, and it was quite interesting. My interest developed into this field, and I gave this exam, and there it was.
Okay.
I said, why not? Why not legal? Let's do it.
Right. This was not clear that you will go for the law field. Otherwise, you could have done it from 12th standard only, 5 years law.
Yeah, exactly. So the graduation thing, the 3 years of graduation was kind of a buffer where I evaluated myself, where people around me evaluated myself, and they finally gave a decision, and I finally associated myself with the legal thing. Until then, I was not sure what to do after my graduation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So ideally, after 3 years of graduation, then 3 years of now law, 6 year.
Law. Yeah, exactly.
Had it been 5 years law, then I mean, after 12th, only 5 years only,
Yeah,
basically 1 year
it would have
extra we
saved
devote
me
here.
1 year. Yeah.
Okay. So when you got to know about this, okay, to get into the law colleges in Maharashtra or wherever you are seeking out for, you have to write for the entrance exam. And when you got to know about the MH Law CT.
So the first thing when you write something on internet about law, you pop you so few colleges pop which of out of this GLC, ILS, TU. These are the best colleges for 3 years. And after searching more about these colleges, GLC, I thought GLC was the best option for me, being from Maharashtra and being accessible to Mumbai. And then I came to know about your tuitions. It just came on as I started to searching more and more about it. Everything fell in line. So it was okay. It was nice. And then
Okay.
I started preparing for CET, and I decided to go for CET rather than DULLB. And
Hmm.
I worked out. I joined your tuitions, and everything was good and fine.
Ideally, people move from Delhi to Mumbai, but people don't move from Mumbai to Delhi.
Yeah, exactly.
People
Delhi,
don't.
Delhi seems Delhi might not be very far, but when it comes to Mumbai, it feels to be very far from the place where I live. So rather than going to Delhi, it's far better to be in Mumbai.
Mm-hmm. Ideally, Delhi people also travel to Mumbai only. They if they get admission in GLC or the
Yeah.
ILS, Pune. Okay, fine. So when you started your MH Law CT proper preparation.
Proper preparation I started in my final year. So I gave a complete year. It was never like I studied for 6 or 8 hours a day and I only had 2 months. No, I studied for 3-4 hours max every day, but I studied for the whole year. The
Okay.
whole year, especially, each day I did current affairs. Every day after waking up, you have to first thing you have to do every morning is your current affairs and revise them, continue them, filter them twice, thrice, and make one small register that in the final month, after you stop doing your current affairs daily, you just revise those filtered current affairs. That's why I took a whole complete year because of the current affairs specifically.
Okay. So as you mentioned, you have joined us for the mock program, online program, study material, etc. So want to understand how you have utilized them and how you made your roadmap for the preparation with regards to all the sectional English,
Okay.
logic, GK, and legal.
Okay. So starting with English, ironically, English was my weakest subject because the comprehensions, it was very difficult. The comprehensions, other than that vocab, there's there's different number of n number of words, and you cannot rectify all of them.
But
So
see, it
in
seems
that,
like your communication wise, you're good in English. But
see,
when it's
communicating
come,
in English is a different thing. Grammatical English is a completely different thing. When it
exactly,
comes to
that's right. That's what I want to say to all the viewers, those who are watching this podcast. If you are good in communication, that does not mean that you will hit good score in the entrance. Again,
exactly.
it is a different way of attending the paper. But yeah, that will be a kind of an add-on for you. Yeah, continue, Atharva.
So after English, I started taking out notes from your notes of English. I started reading about the vocab. I started reading words, idioms, everything from your notes.
Okay.
I didn't take any other book. Then
Okay.
after that, logical. I was really good at logic.
Mhm.
Surprisingly, I was good at logic. I like to do puzzles. I like to solve puzzles, and puzzles were my stronger part. I was very confident about them. So every day, one puzzle of two types. I guess one of arrangement and one of the other one.
Distribution type.
I'm really sorry. Yeah, exactly. And
Okay.
then comes the legal. Legal, one book, one specific book, nothing other than that. Just one basic book. Read all
Mhm.
the topics, read the criminal law, read the evidence, read everything, and solve it. That's it. And revise them regularly. After that, polity, history, civics, I did it everything every day, five, six pages, and I covered it up in the whole year. It was not that hard, not that difficult to complete the complete portion in a single year. So
Mhm.
yeah, slowly, steadily, I completed the whole portion.
Okay. So English, logic, GK, and legal. Okay. Have you made? I mean, you used to use. I mean, was there any kind of a habit reading the newspaper on daily basis?
I won't say I read the newspaper daily, but one thing I did daily was I used I used to follow a few YouTube channels, those who give a daily current affairs, two or three, 15-20 minutes ka video, and I
Hmm.
used to write up. I used to watch the videos and I used to write every important current affairs. So I had two or three registers filled with current affairs. Then I
Okay.
filtered them. Then I filtered those two registers to single one, and that
Mhm.
single register to few 20-30 pages for the last 10 days of preparation,
Okay.
but after revising those registers daily. So that was how I prepared for the current affairs. Reading
Okay.
newspaper is also a very good habit. I would recommend everyone to do it, but it's a very tedious thing to do. So
Yeah,
I
but yeah, you
didn't
have to
do it.
make it,
Yeah,
bring it into a habit. If you really want to
yeah,
be
you
a
have to exactly,
improve your
exactly,
English, being a lawyer, English is
exactly.
important. So in future also in your professional life, it will help you. So obviously,
It's one thing
okay.
that I regret doing in the preparation that I should have done. Surely, it
Hmm.
might have increased my score above 125 plus, I guess.
Okay. So during your preparation, what are the hurdles you have came across?
Hurdles, I would say the availability of material. I'm thankful that I got in contact with your tuitions, but in market or so there is there are not as good material about law CET, especially for 3 years. There is good material for 5 years as well, but not for 3 years. So
Hmm.
somewhere I felt ki there are no good reference books, there are no good test papers, and they're not good. You have to depend on somewhere. You have to depend on a credible source. That's where you came in. That's where your mock came in. There was no other mock that I was confident about, because every other mock was either too easy or either they were way out of this topic. So that's
Hmm.
why I think your mocks were somewhere in the middle ground. Those were giving a good level of difficulty. They were actually giving us the taste of the how that exam is gonna be. So
Okay.
I would say that
So
lack of material. Probably.
so what was the highest score in the mock? You have written, you must have written the mock test, right? When you were mock test. So what was
Yeah,
your
yeah.
highest score in the mock test?
I guess it was 112.
112.
112 was my height. Yeah,
And now it is final score is 121,
120.
approximate 9-10 marks.
Yeah. And the mock I gave on Manua's platform was quite difficult. It was really difficult. I was
Mhm.
very happy when I got the 112 ala mock. I was like, okay, this is the highest, and I'm not gonna get above this, because it's extremely difficult. The English wala part is. I remember the English wala part. I never got more than 30. I used to always get 20 on English. So yeah, that was difficult battle in my path. But
Okay.
the final exam, the English was quite easy and it went on smoothly.
Okay. So if you you have written the maneuver mock test, and when you appear for the
Yes.
real exam, so
Yes.
in terms of the difficulty level, obviously, as you mentioned, that actual paper was easy compared to the mock, but during the mock, what was the mistake you have done which you have not repeated in the exam, and it helped you somewhere? How it helped you basically?
I remember there was this legal reasoning question about a man who stole a painting while cleaning, and
Mhm.
I did it wrong in your mocks, and it
Okay.
was imprinted on my brain that okay, this question I have wronged it, and I gave it every day after giving mocks. So I gave 2 hours mocks and 3 hours of rectifying the mock. So at least
Okay.
5 hours I used to give daily for just for mocks in the last month, and daily I used to give one mock. So those 3 hours, I used to write every question that I did wrong in the mock that I was not sure about, and I used to revise it at the end of the day. So
Mhm.
that question stayed in my mind, and as soon as I read that question, I was so happy in the final exam that okay, thankfully I was wrong in the mock so that I can be right here. So that was one good question. That was one good example. It was a sub question with 5 questions. So those were 5 easy marks for me, right and right there. So of course that, and other than that, puzzles were also a good practice in the mocks, especially the puzzles where some people are facing inside and some are facing outwards.
Hmm.
Those puzzles are quite difficult when not
Circular
difficult, they're
arrangement.
time consuming, they're extremely time consuming. So those puzzles, those the practice I got from those mocks for those puzzles was also very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Okay.
where mock improved me. And comprehension, speed, reading comprehension, the
Mm.
speed increased. I started to understand the comprehension. The major part of the comprehension is not only about reading them. When you read them, you can read the whole thing in 2 minutes. But when you go for the questions, you don't remember a thing in the comprehension. You don't even
Exactly.
remember where that line was. So
Mm-hmm.
when you read the comprehension for 5 minutes, but you do it nicely, you do it steadily, you can at least remember, okay, I have read something about this in second para. You can again go read the second para. You can check where the line is. It saves your further time in the next coming questions. So that was I learned. That was the good practice I got in your mocks.
Okay. Okay. Great, great. Okay, last question which I ask from all the aspirant, that is nothing but tips and the session. What tips and session you want to give to upcoming year aspirant?
Tips, I would say just concentrate on your mocks. Give a mock daily. The thing is, you have to practice one comprehension daily. Give a mock. You have to practice a puzzle daily. Give a mock. You have
Mm.
to revise your GK. You have to revise your current affairs. Give a mock. Mock is the answer to everything. Give 2 hours mock. Give 3 4 hours to evaluate it. Give more time to the questions that you have wronged in your mocks rather than being happy for what you scored. It's
Mm.
okay. It's okay. You scored 100. You scored 120. It's okay. It's a really good thing. But you have to concentrate on the 30 where you went wrong, so you
Mm.
can rectify them in the paper. That's
Right.
all. Mock is the key. Mock is the key for the whole exam.
Mm.
And concentrate on what. And mock tells you where you are short and where you are doing really nice. Work on the subject that you are not doing really good, especially
Okay.
the mocks where the things are subject wise. So you can evaluate where how many questions of this particular topic you have got wrong. You can work on that particular topic rather than just solving the jumbled mock. Solve both of them.
Mm.
That's it.
Okay.
It's simple
Great.
and easy, bro. Yeah.
So if I summarize entire podcast of Atharva, so first of all, you should start your early preparation the way Atharva started like a year prior, and proper, I mean, preparation roadmap, and the consistency has to be there. 3 4 hour daily as you used to prepare, same thing has to be there. It shouldn't be like today I have prepared for 2 3 hour, like after then 2 day holidays, then 6 7 hour, then holiday. So there will be no any kind of a consistency. Then later on you will that motivation will not come towards your preparation. So it shouldn't be that way. And yeah, mock test is the key. So you should write the mock test, topic wise test, full length mock, and then finally the your sectional mock, then finally the full length mock. So
Yes.
and analysis of the mock test is very very crucial, very very important. So after writing the 2 hours mock, or let's say half an hour topic test, if you are writing then 15 minutes mock test, you should devote double time in fact for the analysis, and you will get to know where you are struggling, what types of the question you are not able to solve, where you are spending more time, what are your strong area, what are your weak area basically. so that from there we can understand and we can work on the right direction if you know your strong and the weak area, basically, right?
Yes.
And that's all. I mean, and you should be motivated and confident about your profession. That's all, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's all, guys, in this podcast. I hope all these podcasts are helping you with regards to your profession. So do watch this podcast and learn from this podcast and implement the same in your preparation so that you can also hit good score. So thank you, Atharva, coming and sharing your
Thank you.
experience.
Thank you so much for having me here.
And once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so here we say bye bye
Yeah.
and all the
Bye,
best
sir.
for the video.